there, friends. This is Cindy from Monster Tree of North Pittsburgh, and I want to talk to you today about pear trees. So you can see here behind me this pear tree, and these are like so common. They were put in everywhere. Builders put them in all over the place, and pear trees don't tend to last a super long time. They definitely have a little bit shorter lifespan. They start to fall apart. The other thing about them is that they're a weak tree, and they have so many different branches that come up out of them, and then they get filled with these water shoots, and the water shoots catch the wind, and the water shoots make them so that they're when they catch that wind like a sail, it makes them likely to fall apart. So I want to show you something else about them. So all of these little white trees along here are pear trees, but as I come into this, you can see that in this particular development of they used pear trees as their trees of choice for decorating here. But as I was coming in along the back side over there, I mean, literally there are a bazillion million pear trees everywhere, and that's why they are considered invasive. And so you aren't allowed to plant them anymore. They are crop trees that are just literally taking over, and this right here is just a small sample of all through this corridor here in Mars, in the 228 corridor, Seven Fields area. There are just pear trees everywhere. I mean, taking over everywhere. And then take a look here at these water shoots that are coming out of the tree. So the water shoots are the ones that are going like straight up. Okay, there's a big one. This is a big, that right there, that straight up one, that's a big one. But then there's little ones. Let me show you lots of little ones right here. You see all those branches right there that are going straight up in the air? Okay, you can see them on this next one. There's a ton over there if we look up close. See all of those going straight up? Those just fill the tree. Now the tree is beautiful. I'm gonna say the tree is beautiful. But once the tree starts to get to about this size, because of the way that there's so many unions in here, so many unions, and you can see this included bark here, see this bark here, see this bark here, see here, all of those places are places where the tree, water is going down in there, like up here, you see here, water's in there, and you can see right in there's a little bit of decay going on. And all of those places are places where this tree is likely to start falling apart. So once they get there, you can see that one's already broken right there. See that? And there's the wood already broken. So once they start to do that, once they start showing that they're going to start falling apart, it is not uncommon for this whole tree to just literally start splitting into pieces. And so I just have a really hard time encouraging people to spend a lot of money pruning their Bradford and Cleveland pears. Our job as arborists and our job as a tree service is to help you be a good steward of your money. And so we could have you, you could get a tree completely pruned. We could spend a lot of time doing it. And the very next day, with the wind blowing, with all of those, the heavy leaf with all those branches in there, they could catch the wind, like with the sail effect. And we could spend all that money getting it fixed, and the very next day, the whole tree could just fall apart. And now because they've been deemed an invasive species, it's illegal to plant them. And so there's my little story about the Bradford and Cleveland pears, but overall not a great tree. So if you are at the place of your Bradford pear, your Cleveland pears in that 15 to 20, 25 years, they're getting towards end of life. I don't think it's worth spending a lot of money getting them pruned. All right, have a great day. Thanks so much for joining us again. This is Cindy from Monster Tree in North Pittsburgh.